Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, and come back in one piece.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Why didn't that hit?
Count is back in the saddle with Cyclops too. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
It's cute. No, it's real funny.
Strider 1, the men below you are to secure the Silver Bridge, but they can't break enemy lines. We have aircraft in addition to you, but our numbers are less than ideal.
3 strikes in the sky. Too bad for those guys. Enemy right tail. I can't shake him.
Missile launched.
Goodbye.
Missile did not connect.
I have to break.
Watch your chaff and flare supply.
This is Rifle Kill. The enemy escaped. Bandit in my sights. Yeah, that's the ticket. Show the enemy what kind of surprise we've got waiting for him.
Locked on.
Break.
Target hit.
You want a piece of me? You got it.
Time for a quick hit and run. Target acquired.
Missile launched, evade! Missiles take out a lot of armament.
Strider 1, missile away.
Enemy got away. I'm taking fire. Still flight capable.
We need more air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it.
Enemy sighted. We have him on the run. Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner!
Where did these guys come from? My job just got that much harder.
It's no use! We have to retreat! I, for one, welcome all support, especially from 3 strikes. Taking evasive action.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading from 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Cyclops 3, box 2. Strider 1, hostile, there's a lock. losses. We'll deal with the other threat.
I'll show you all how it's done.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital. Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
Strider 4, evade! Strider 1, watch your tail.
He's shut down. The missile got through our ECM. Shoot it. Where's Green Strike? Evading.
Box 2, Box 2.
Rocket fire. Firing.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Box 2.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Stop these guys. Let's put fire under our asses.
Target locked.
Enemy missile. Breaking.
Missile launched.
All right, keep up the pressure. A chance at victory will present itself eventually. I'm aroused, our real issue right now. They should have mentioned 3 strikes during the
Round ahead. Don't take your eyes off them.
Look at what's left of our forces. Damn that 3 strikes!
Boy, am I glad 3 strikes is here.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed. Strider 1, missile.
We can't let the enemy take this position. Kill them all!
Target is in range of guns.
Roger. Park room is secured. Yoki and Big Shots clear the way.
I know the feeling.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take him out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
I'm hit.
That area's all yours, Strider. We'll back up 1 squadron at the Silver Bridge. Missile inbound! Evade!
Strider 1, locked on target.
Box 2, Box 2.
3 strikes overhead. Pretty luck now on our side.
The comms are full of requests for help from friendlies. Our occupation of Farbanti could be in jeopardy now.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
Vessel confirmed sunk.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given these circumstances.
Just too many of them! Everyone's requesting backup. They'll take forever to get here. Rebuilding. Box 2.
Strider 1, anti-ship missile launched.
This is HQ. Do whatever it takes to defend that bridge. Send word to HQ. We need reinforcements at once.
We're at a standstill. We're pinned down.
5 minutes remaining. weapons.
Use GPS to locate allies.
The enemy's striking back with everything they've got.
Steer clear of the sunken allied ship. How many do we lose?
Damn it, 3 strikes us back. Eyeball to Ostrich. Take care of Niner Sierra for us. Roger. We'll provide supporting fire along with Stork. Our target is Niner Sierra. Prepare the first volley. Ready! Fire!
Strider 1, warship sunk.
Now, support team, open fire! Eyeball, give us a report. You overstood it. Thanks for the fire support. Roger, give us their support.
Trigger, I'm on my way to join you. My boys on the ground can finish up here. Understood. Understood. Lancaster, I'm meeting up with Strider.
Missile.
Roger.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy's got a lock.
Hang in there. Free strike complete here soon.
We don't have enough ships left for organized combat.
3 minutes remaining. We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy.
Trigger, it's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
Missile. Missile. Ammunition 0.
Fox 2.
HQ, this is 1-2. We've eliminated the enemy resistance. 1, 2, and 3 are making their way to HQ now.
Missile.
Keep firing all the move!
Strider 1, locked on target.
Missile. Missile.
Guess they're reluctant to make their move, even though we're still recovering from the last battle.
In gun range. 2 minutes remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Our tank commander's down!
Missile.
Target locked. Lock unbended. Strider 3, missile! Missile! Enemy's got a lock.
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Eurasian Army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood. Understood.
Target is in range of guns.
Confirming Strider 1 destroyed target.
You really think that missile was gonna hit anything?
Missile.
1 minute remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Hit on bandit confirmed.
Enemy's got a lock.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Special delivery.
We're slowly have the upper hand. It's a tide of battle in our favor.
Cyclops 2, watch your 6.
Enemy got away.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1 has eliminated a target.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Locked on hostile. There's a crack in the enemy's defenses. Send our troops there at once. This should allow us to put up a fight.
Target acquired.
Hurry up and strike! Behind you!
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right.
That's a hit.
New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
Let's do. It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level.
Missile.
But don't underestimate the rest of them either.
Missile.
This should prove to be fun.
Missile.
You mean?
Missile.
It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on. Survive is hit! Sorry, I gotta bail out. Focusing on the leader.
Well, this tanker's stuck. Even fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Missile. Missile.
Behind my target.
Missile away.
Missile.
Don't go at him alone. Choose one on each target.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Enemy's gonna lock.
Locked on.
Missile inbound. Missile inbound.
It was stuck soon after. That's the last we heard of him.
Not long after our forces are routed. This one's got skills. I have a lock on you. Shake him. Strider 1 was shot down.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst. Wow,
You sure he's human?
shaking bandit.
Target in gun range.
Good ship is stuck. Even fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
They're after me. I need cover.
Let me slide in on that tail.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Locked on. Lights out.
You got a radar lock on you.
Even the escorts are seasoned. Shaking bandit. Survive is hit. Sorry, I gotta bail out. Focusing on the leader.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Evading.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Don't get too far ahead. Fox 2.
Locked on. Go down.
Looks like they're on our tail.
Target was not struck.
Enemy is locked on. Break away. Bandit fire missile. They've got their flight envelopes nailed down.
Locked on. I'm on my target's tail.
Evading incoming missile. This one's got skills. Enemy has a walker.
Watch your tail.
Missile.
Missile launched.
Box 2! Box 2! Don't go at him alone. 2 or more on each target.
Sitting back here.
Target is hit.
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Missile.
This is Cyclops 3. I'm hit. We gotta eject.
Missile.
Take him out one by one. Cyclops 3 has bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it.
Missile.
Fox 2. Listen, Trigger, real talk. We keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X. What? I have a lock. Alright, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Missile.
Seymour, your plane is headed. Eject. Forgive me.
Missile.
Good luck.
Missile away.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger, but my boys won't let you have it.
Missile.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Yeah, he's gonna lock. Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful if we want to split up the 2 meters. Eject while you can still talk.
Hold up. My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now.
Makes my blood run cold to even think he came up on my 6. Shit. He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad. I've got his attention. Just wait for your chance.
It's mine.
That's the spirit. Enemy behind me. You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman, missile closing!
I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops Wiseman.
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Look, Count.
Missile evaded.
Damn, I can't seem to find an opening.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
You're holding your own out there.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Missile hit.
Alright!
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn it.
glitching out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base. The enemy, but we have stand.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Ocean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Ocean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law, gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Shoot it down!
Trigger, that one's Ocean. Do not attack before target identification is complete. Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
Pull up.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. Target is in machine gun range.
You guys have opened the trial for war, leading our country further into ruin.
ID'd as Ocean Forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated. Fire! Cease fire! We're on your side, you idiot!
It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Longcaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
Perfect Strider 1 destroyed target.
Fox 2.
My plane's starting to rise up.
You're almost blind in there. Stay sharp.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
The General's vehicle is under attack. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. Some radicals. There's Lamar!
Strider 1, destroyed.
I'm hit! Get this guy off my back!
Strider 3 launching missile.
That was a close one. We have to remain vigilant.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Made it to the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
There's a strict curfew. We'll gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
Right, Mark, we have to. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
It's ID'd as Erusian.
Somebody take out those Allied planes behind us.
Wait. The General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect
remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war. Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone. Attack this!
Target shot down.
No good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head to the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Squadron 1, the General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight. Target acquired.
Here comes the traitor, Lamar.
Warning,
This is why they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Lamar's in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
Behind the enemy.
Missile.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us.
Squadron 1, missile away.
We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Target destroyed. ID'd as a Russian military.
Strider 1, missile, keep your head down.
Missile.
Chaff and flares are running low.
Missile.
That was too close for comfort.
Missile.
Tank is destroyed.
They actually believe that using robots will put an end to bloodshed.
Missile.
Turn right. No, wait, that goes into the ocean.
Missile. Missile.
Squadron 1, locked on target.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Missile.
Trigger, missile inbound! We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Gruner Park. Captain Carr, team up with me to record this conversation. I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkin technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point at the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there. Enemy has a lock. There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
Evading!
Entering clouds.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Understand that. Fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped. Eyes up.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Hang in there. This battle isn't over.
We're under attack. Hurry up and do something.
I've been spiked.
Okay, lock acquired. Firing.
Evading!
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Missile inbound! Evade!
Did you hear me? That was friendly fire!
You cannot fire on a target until it's ID'd. Don't let it happen again.
You want a piece of me? You got it.
Critical escort objective destroyed. Mission failed. Abort mission.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Illusions.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. I got a bad feeling.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Take out Eddie in autonomous mode. An aircraft with scratches. All traitors will be shot down. My engine's been hit. Where did that come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake.
Open fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
We're unidentified aircraft to the drones.
It's the Ocean military. Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lancaster.
The general is speaking with the commander.
Cease fire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders. That vehicle is one of ours. Cease fire. The info just came through. We're the only ones here on our side.
Missile away.
We're taking fire. We can't hold off. General, we still have drones at our disposal. It's worth for peace talks. Watch over the future. From the high heavens.
Strider 1, warship sunk.
Three strikes. Who's a member of the penal unit really crying a plane?
Prepare the fire on a moment's notice. Friend or foe, so be it.
Fox 2.
Even in a time of war, it was a mistake to create something like a meme.
So? We're under attack. Hurry up and do something. Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah. Don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle.
Taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
It is not the ship that makes the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that. Joint aircraft is camouflaged up there. There's people in the trouble. The drones aren't receiving my orders. Can we switch the UAVs to slave mode? Weapons hold!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood. System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Lucian forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies.
You heard the comm. There are no friendlies out there.
Missile away. Target was not struck.
Trigger, splash the bandit!
We have no choice. Fire!
Listen up. From here on out, all aircraft are prohibited from taking off. We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belgian technology than just UAVs. Thinking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belgian technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harley's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger? Bad news.
Missile.
Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
Missile.
The fight and not just instincts.
Strider 1 is down.
If they don't respond,
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
Missile.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
AA gun confirmed destroyed.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for a better time.
Missile.
Nice. Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them. It means getting rid of those assholes faster. Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups. Our squadron serves General Labarth, and we're acting based on our patriotic duty.
Missile. 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 Missile.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area. Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we'll let it slip through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others.
Understood.
Missile.
The radicals truly believe that acoustic probe productions will make up for all the system. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
It's Erusian military.
Fire for the next half hour. Then we'll take back the city from the scoundrels who call us rebels.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too. We turn to in this darkest hour. We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network. Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Trigger, what the hell are you doing? This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EA TSA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait! Unknown's attacking the girl's plane!
Hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp. Right. I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed Bandit.
Careful, those guys are coming in.
Sitting duck here.
Good thing it was Ocean big shots, too. I managed to catch a glimpse of the three strikes. Bandit acquired.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
9. No good. Shit.
They're in my way.
I've got a sitting duck here. Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Target was not struck.
Missile, evading!
Missile away.
Breaking them up.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... Drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely. EMQ-99's launch! Our commands are overridden! They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Target locked. Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Enemy on your back.
Missile.
Missile inbound. Taking.
Watch your chaff and flare supply.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
UAV is down. Strider 1, target acquired. Five bandits remaining.
Damn it. It's not the drive they need.
Missile.
The enemy has
It's not enough to be fully functional. There has to be a timeout should not function.
Missile.
4 bandits left.
Missile. Missile.
They are after the data on the
Missile.
base.
left. Show him what you got.
Missile. Missile.
One bandit to go. In gun range.
I've got a sitting duck here. Strider 1, that's what I like to see.
Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopters flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Ocean's army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Were you sent by the General's staff? No, it's my fault. I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.